Thanks a lot, Jim. And Des, you guys are coming off a loss to the Eagles where you couldn't really get anything going. So how can you bounce back tonight?
We just got to stay focused. We got to stay our game plan and, just come out here and dominate like we know that we can. We got to go out here and take care of business.
We wish you the best of luck. Thanks a lot. Jim?
In Wisconsin, and Tony Romo. His numbers on the year, on the road, just been brilliant. This offensive line. Saw Jason Garrett in his 5th year. They do run it 2 out of every 3 times on first down. They run it on second down now with Murray getting about 8. It'll set up 3rd and 2. Over 1,400 yards rushing for Murray. Here on 3rd and 2. The Cowboys have the first down over to Dez as Bryant picks up about 5 right in front of Kyle Fuller.
Quarterbacks can get that done hard for a young guy.
Here on first down, it's back over to Bryant. And the catch all the way down to the Chicago 42.
They don't do enough.
Tight end Gavin Escobar in a slot to the right. First down for the Cowboys from the 42. They also have Harris in as a receiver, wide right. Romo once again, 3rd straight play to Bryant, who unleashes quite a stiff arm on the rookie Kyle Fuller. 2nd and 6, and it's Murray trying to get around the edge, and he does, and steps out about 2 shy of first.
But at least they're willing to try.
Mark Trestman's 2nd year, 3rd, we'll call it 2. From the pocket, Romo is decked, taken down by Willie Young. The former Lion with his 9th sack of the season.
He's the bright spot on this defense. Will take advantage of it.
2nd and 8. Fakes to Forte. And hits the former Cowboy, Martellus Bennett, short of the first down. It prevailed. 3rd and 2. From the 15. Going to go up top for it. They're going to get it. Brandon Marshall. Stretching out just in case he was shy of the mark, but he was well past it. Game the 36-minute plan. That's what he'd like tonight. 36 minutes time of possession. Cutler down the field. What a near catch by Jeffrey, and it draws a flag. Brandon Carr is furious.
Coverage, which we have on the outside. Jeffrey against Brandon Carr. Nice little weave. But once you get past him, you can have, if it's underthrown, it's almost automatically going to be pass interference.
First 10 games of the season, then inactive the last 2 games. And the Cowboys, Scandrick in right off the handoff exchange and a loss of 6. Stumbling catch, Bennett. And that's going to be only for 4, so still be 4th and 12 for the Bears.
Job by the Cowboy defense.
Jeremy Kane will snap it back to O'Donnell. And it looked like the Cowboys, either they got a hand on it or O'Donnell just, the pressure only was able to get it 21 yards. Bruce Carter was right there. Yeah, there wasn't appear to be any contact with the football. Cowboys take over near midfield. And Tracy Wolfson, and there was a block here, Phil.
Yes, Bruce Carter did get it. That's why there was no penalty against the kicker. You can run into him once you block that punt.
That angle you could clearly see. Carter did get the block, and the Cowboys, the drive starting at the 49 with Murray getting a running start that time for about 6.
Running the run game and a good cut by Murray.
2nd and 4. Open is Murray, and McClellan pushes him out of bounds. First down for the Cowboys. There was those 3 first rounders. There's Murray. What a neat cut that was. Before Conti comes over and hits him sideways, that's a gain of 8.
Look at nobody can get off the blocks. Again, Travis Frederick gets a nice block inside.
Goes for 8. DJ Williams is down on the field, the Bears linebacker. We'll be right back.
You don't hear that too often from a running back in this league.
Yeah, he says it's the best he's ever felt. Here he is in week 14, getting the carry again, getting the first down. He runs off that right side. First quarter, all the Cowboy yardage coming from either Murray or Bryant. Murray with 60 total yards.
Throwing it every once in a while, you keep Tony Romo in rhythm, makes his job easier.
2nd and 9 is back to Murray. Look at Murray slicing through that Chicago defense and running behind James Hanna. To be 3rd and 1. And Murray's had touches the last 6 snaps. Dallas faces 3rd and 1. The Bears defense plugs up the middle
to run the football in between the tackles.
That Des Bryant, top of the screen. 4th and 1. And it's Murray. Stutter step move and easily picks up the first down. Down to about the 9.
Yeah, good formation. What they did, putting 2 tight ends to the right side.
To Terrence Williams on the right side. And on 3rd and goal, at the goal line, the catch is made, but he's kept out of the end zone. Cole Beasley stopped about a half yard short.
Yeah, the good thing is they stopped him short. The bad thing is it's close, and they're going to go for it. It was great disguise by the defense. Does he get in? I don't think he gets in, as I saw it live.
Well, the Cowboys are going to go for it.
As they used on 4th down earlier. Now they have 3 tight ends.
4th and goal to Murray, to the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas Cowboys.
Again, you got to sell out. The Bears didn't. 3 tight ends to the right,
including the final half yard for the game's first score. Cowboys ground and pound early and lead at 7-0 second quarter.
They got to start controlling the ball.
They're going to come out throwing to start this drive over to Forte. Skandrick got enough of him to get him off balance and eventually fall after a gain of 5.
They've done it all.
Most they scored in one game today was 28 against San Francisco on the road. 2nd and 5, and Cutler down the field. What a catch! Juggling and eventually reeling it in, Brandon Marshall.
This goes right up between the receivers on a seam. An excellent throw, and boy, he stays with it, caught up with his fingertips.
Just a big bust after being the 8th pick in the draft by the Raiders. Here's Cutler down the field and bouncing off the hands of Bennett. And Church makes sure everyone knows that's incomplete. Feely does not get a chance to come out and try his first field goal as a Bear. Now his 6th team in the league. They're going to go for it, 4th and 7. And Cutler stands up, zings it down to the 15 for the first down. And it's Marshall again with the catch. And the Cowboys immediately, Church indicates there might be a need for some help as Marshall's down on the field. A hit in the back, the lower back, by Barry Church of the Cowboys, who inadvertently delivered a knee.
Full speed. You think doesn't look like much when you watch it in slow motion. Put that in full speed, and I'll tell you, that was flush to Brandon Marshall's back. Good job going up and get the catch when you play that type of defense against the Chicago Bears.
Marquise Wilson replaces Marshall in the lineup. Bears Cutler to the end zone and a touchdown. Martellus Bennett. And this one has to be extra satisfying for him, the former Cowboy, drafted into the league in the 2nd round by Dallas back in 2008. Cutler was 5 out of 6 on the drive. The 42-yarder to Brandon Marshall. Got it going. Pumped some life into the offense that led to the touchdown. Taken, he passed the concussion protocol. He's right back out there making tackles. 2nd and 9. Over to Murray. Look at that cut. And yet another one. And again, he's so often, Phil, he's falling forward or sideways.
Always.
I like the way he just kind of moves through people in traffic. 3rd and 5. And the Cowboys pick up the first down. Des Bryant, look at all the Bears around him. He'll also be making a lot of trips out of the booth. 2nd and 12. They go back to Murray. Another beautiful cut. Murray out to the 47. And that's going to be 3rd and about 3. Low snap, Romo from the gun, has his target, has the first down. Again, it's Murray, his 6th catch, goes for 5 yards.
Well, Tony Romo's playing the down and distance, so this, and you watch him here tonight, he looks as fresh as he did at the start of the season.
From the 48 of the Bears, Romo. Back over to Murray. This is going to lose yardage because McClellan was hanging out, waiting for it to come over this way. The 4-time All-Pro. 3rd and 15. Romo gets the time and gets the tight end, Jason Witten, for the first down. They're 3 out of 3 on 3rd down on this drive. That goes for 19. Trying to break the tie before halftime. Quickly over to Bryant. Des Bryant's got another 8, his 5th catch now for 39 on the night. Take the handoff. Go back to Witten for another conversion on 3rd down by the 12-year tight end out of Tennessee. Right?
And when you run it, you got to be great throwing the football on 3rd down.
Here's Romo looking around. Goes right down the middle with Murray, and they're going to hurry to the line and hold on to that 1 timeout. Picked up 6, but cost him time. Now will he take a shot to pay dirt? At the 4, it's Beasley, and he reaches across. Touchdown, Dallas. Cole Beasley was not going to be kept out of the end zone this time.
It's the defense. Tony Romo knows it's a zone. He looks over the middle, doesn't like it, then has time to work outside to Cole Beasley, and he definitely broke the end zone plane for the touchdown. Looks like the knees are both up. So again, when you're playing zone defense, everybody looking at the quarterback, that'll allow Cole Beasley.
The Bears have allowed the most second quarter points of any team in the league, and they gave up 14 tonight in this quarter. Coming up, the Lexus halftime report. JB, Coach Bauer, and Dion with the highlights and analysis from the first half. Let's go down to Tracy.
Thanks a lot, Jim. Coach, a big score going into half, but how do you like how your team has responded after last week?
Oh, I think we played a good football game. I think guys are passionate about playing. I think you see that all over our team. Had a couple mistakes we had to overcome in coverage. Got to make sure we eliminate those big plays, but I like the spirit of our team.
Thank you.
Okay.
Jim?
All right. Thank you, Tracy. Jason seeing the passion he was wanting on that field tonight. Chicago will be receiving the second half kickoff. 104. Murray on pace for about 130. On the ground, got 65 on 16 carries. 3rd and 8 for Chicago. Dallas blitzing. Forte with the catch. And the first down. And the ball on the ground picked up by Church of the Cowboys, who gives it up over to Moore. Sterling Moore loses the helmet and all, but the Cowboys appear to have the takeaway. Extra yardage and a first down, and then I believe he got hit by Anthony Spencer and coughed it up.
From behind, good hustle by Anthony Spencer, and he just gets that arm in there and gets it perfectly where he can just rip it out. It was a nice play design. It was a blitz. They hit a little block against Henry Melton. Forte released, wide open. But the good hustle, and that's what the Cowboy defense is about. They survived by just playing hard, doing the loop.
By Church, so he couldn't have been down, and more than was able to catch it on the fly. Only Forte's second fumble.
The issue under review is whether number 42 of Dallas had possession of the ball and was touched down before he again fumbled the ball and it was further advanced. After review, the ruling on the field stands. It is Dallas's ball as ruled on the field. First down.
And Mike Carey, what do you have to say about that?
Well, remember, to recover a fumble, it has the same requirements as a catch. Clear control, which he did not have, and then the ball came loose. So the best thing to do would be to confirm that call, because it was clear he did not have control even though there was touchdown.
So the first turnover of the game on either side sets up Dallas at the 31. And it's Murray for another 5. Murray with 8 catches in that first half. That's Romo sharp, 17 to 21. He's got Young after him. Escapes him, and now just able to find Beasley, who then finds the pylon. Touchdown, Dallas.
Come with the blitz. They get an unblocked Willie Young and Tony Romo. And watch, Chris Conte just mistimed the jump. Gets caught in the air. One touch by Romo on the run.
Yeah, the right knee.
Yeah, it was pretty close.
Might have been down before the pylon. Mike Carey, did you think that was going to hold up?
No, if I was reviewing this, I would have called that short. Here is the key. The knee is down at the 1 yard line. We know that the ball was the first thing to touch the pylon, which is right on the plane. So it was not breaking the plane before that knee hit. You can see clearly the knee is down. The ball still has not reached the plane. I would have reversed that to about the 1/2 yard line.
Trustman talked to us about, folks talking about turnovers. And that's called an incompletion as Henry Melton, the former Bear, able to knock that one down, setting up 4th and 15.
You got to be able to overcome that, and tonight, not able to do it so far.
O'Donnell to Harris. Regains his footing. Flag is down as Harris takes off. Harris takes off to the end zone, but there's a flag back at the 43-yard line.
Yeah, it's a clear block in the back.
Return. Block in the back by the receiving team, number 31. It's a 10-yard penalty enforced from the spot of the foul. Dallas keeps the ball after enforcement. First down.
There it is, Micah Pellerin. And the Cowboys will start on their own side of the field.
They had a big play against the Giants a couple weeks ago that brought them back from behind.
First down, Dallas. As Romo has all kinds of time, and he's got a man open, and Bryant pulls it down at the 12-yard line. Right between Fuller and Conte.
Romo doesn't know who to throw it to because they're both wide open. Williams going across the field's open. And Dez Bryant, that's what you do when you have these type of receivers, or a Dez Bryant. You throw it up, and they go up in the air and just attack the football. Made that look easy, didn't it?
And the Cowboys that quickly down to the 13. Murray has the edge. And out of bounds near the 5. Escobar wide to the left. But Romo looking right. Now looking back to the end zone. He's got his man. Touchdown, Dallas. It's Escobar.
Holding on the defense.
8-7. Dez Bryant's catch set it up. Escobar's 3rd touchdown of the season. Last 4 attempts.
That looks pretty good too.
Second and 7. There's Murray with his 9th catch, and it goes for a first down.
No excuses about his play, but that was tough. Didn't react to the short rest.
And Murray's got a flag out. The 3-yard pickup.
Hands to the face, defense, number 21. That 5-yard penalty is added to the end of the run, and it results in an automatic first down.
Run first, throw second. Worked very well.
Look at that effort by Murray. Murray inside the 30s, past 100 for the night. First opponent for the Bears this year to go over 100. 27 yards on that carry.
Well, just the inside blocking is a great run by DeMarco Murray. Jason Witten kept Jared Allen from squeezing down, so that lane was there. and DeMarco Murray gets through it. Man, I'll tell you, he looks fresh. I'm gonna start drinking more water.
Yeah, no kidding.
Now he knows how to take all these carries and not wear out.
Another 6. It's the 11th time in 13 games now he's had a 100-yard performance. 132 yards. He's got 117 on the ground. I've got him for 166 scrimmage yards. As Randall comes in for him and finds the end zone for the touchdown. It goes from bad to ugly in a hurry.
Well, a lot of reasons. First, let's look at this run. 65, Ron O'Leary gets up on DJ Williams. Good cutoff on the backside. Dug free. Good job. To everybody. Wide receivers, they block down the field. There's something about it. When your offensive line is this tough and good, it permeates through the whole football team. But somebody's got to be responsible and get this team going.
Here's Wilson. Sidesteps a couple of Cowboys at near a first. You know, when we were talking to Jay Cutler leading in
for your football team, even if it's not you got to change who you are and drop people forward.
Forte with his best run of the night. So they get a snap away before the end of the quarter. Quick snap down to Wilson. And Sterling Moore was a defender, but might be flagged here as we have a penalty marker down.
They were not ready on the defensive side. That was a good job.
Pass interference, defense, number 26. Ball is placed at the spot of the foul.
They thought the clock was going to
hospital.
Hey, all the way out.
It was right at the late stages of the second quarter. Coming off a Cowboy penalty last play of the third. We start the fourth with Cutler to the end zone. Jeffrey. Touchdown, Chicago. 27 out.
Yeah, Brandon Carr thinks he's in good position, but Alshon Jeffrey just puts his head down, keeps running. Excellent throw by Jay Cutler. Yeah, he's in bounds all the way, and Matt Forte did a good job picking up the blitz. I thought they were pretty confident that they were going to play well here tonight.
Touchdown confirmed as Bealey's extra point is blocked. Looked like Church came in. Skandrick was in the area as well. It was Church. Missed the point after. Blocked. They try onside kick here. Ball still out. Looks like it might be Cole Beasley at the bottom of the pile.
Offside by the kicking team. That's a 5-yard penalty that will be enforced from where Dallas recovered the ball. Dallas's ball, first down.
Cowboys, they're running it well.
It's Murray into the secondary and taken off inside the 20 and finally tripped up at about the 8 by Brock Vereen.
Well, good blocking up front, but they over pursue. Watch Bostic. He goes. Oh, here comes the cutback. There's nobody in that lane. And DeMarco Murray makes them pay. This defense coming into the game tonight, you think, boy, the Bears are not playing well on the defensive side. But that's the way it's been all year. 30th in points allowed.
Run. Going to get some of it back here. In fact, I want to see where they're going to mark this one.
I think it's going to be all the way back where he was tackled.
3rd and goal. And Murray plows ahead, sets up a field goal attempt for Dan Bailey.
Yep.
You go from a 3-score game to a 4-score game. 35 yards for Bailey. And he's 20 out of 23 on the year. Rib injury. I don't know what else they were looking at as Bennett, who thought was banged up himself. And this is just a dead. Bennett has the catch in a game of about 7. We're on the way to tying the game at 7. pass. Quite a catch by Wilson as Scandra came flying in after him. That defensive line against in his first action in over 2 years. And Forte able to get out of the grasp of Hitchens.
They use my ability more on the field.
First down picked up by Forte. Well,
and he finds it
getting frustrated, angry that, you know, understanding the value of every single game in the 3rd and 7. So trying to put together a little drive here. And again with position, it was Wilson denying Moore the interception. Going to go for it at this point, down 25. And they get the first down with Jeffrey right in the middle of the field. The snap from the 26. And it's turning into a busy night for Martellus Bennett.
They're frustrated with the Chicago Bears football team.
3rd and 6. And at the 3 and trying to fight for it. Bennett. About a yard, maybe 2 out. For the year, he has just tied the Bears' tight end single season record. As Forte tries to go low, and he's got the touchdown. Matt Forte, touchdown Chicago. Attempted again. And it's Forte, second effort, driving, and he is pushed across by his teammates, including Ryan Groy. For the Cowboy recovery team, and he's going to shift sides, come back to the same spot. High in the air, Escobar lost it. Bears have it. Dante Rosario, another former Cowboy, as Escobar jumped up to make the play, and it slipped through his fingers. 6 minutes to go. Forte, one wiggle, and Carter finally ends it after 8 or 9. 2nd and 1. It's dropped by Morgan. Now we've got a penalty marker.
Personal foul, roughing the passer. Defense number 98. Front of the helmet to the quarterback. 15 yards, automatic first down.
Bear, and he delivers a successful onside kick. Look at Forte go. Down to the 10. Ran away from McLean and Carter both.
Yeah, he's an excellent receiver, Matt Forte. This makes makes everybody a little uneasy on the Dallas Cowboys side.
Cutler slips through a little opening to the 5 and to the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Where did this come from all of a sudden? Cutler. Touchdown, Chicago. 10-point game.
Counter 2. If you onside kick and they recover, it takes all the pressure off their football team and the offense.
The onside kick again, and this time it's Des Bryant just climbing the ladder and bringing it down with another flag.
You understand what I'm saying? That it makes sense. Kick it off, put the pressure on the Cowboys offense to play. Now, no pressure recovering that kick. You can't because he's a good player.
I think I'd call it a fit.
Yeah, that's a good way. Yeah, fit.
1st and 10, and cutting through an opening again. It's Murray. Down to the 15, right behind Zach Martin. About 145 the last 4 games. Again, he's at 173 and adding to it another 4, maybe 5. He's had 3 carries tonight of 25 plus. And it's Murray. still looking very fresh on his 30th carry of the night. Murray now at 180, the second highest total of his career. This time, maybe a yard. Tell you what, for the Bears, that's a big stop. That'll bring out timeout called here by Chicago. It's shaking affirmatively for that. There's a 27-yard field goal. Bailey, 90% kicker on his career. That's Morgan.
Back on the field now. That ankle, he is limping quite noticeably.
2nd and 2. Lob it over the top. And with that catch, Bennett has the single season mark for a tight end. Most catches in a season in Chicago history. But he's fighting on with 11 catches, 80 yards, and a touchdown. Jeffrey to the 45 on that play. Quickly to the line. Butler again down the middle, and it's Jeffrey again. Right in front of C.J. Spillman.
So many throws, the defensive line of the Cowboys can get zero pressure.
And it's Forte. And it's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
Move around.
And a pass for it. And they get the first down with Bennett. Bennett just boxing out J.J. Wilcox, and the Bears still have life. 1st and goal it is, right at the 10. Cutler, end zone, intercepted! And that will do it. Orlando Scandrick is the one who comes away with the football.
Yeah, he went to that sideline, yelled it himself, but Orlando Scandrick, it's a seam throw. He underthrows the ball. It's really a tremendous job going up and seeing the throw and making the interception.
Cutler tried to connect with Josh Morgan, and Scandrick's 2nd interception of the season, and it's a game ender.
Yeah, that's one of the big reasons why. Even tonight, they ran the ball very well. They played a clean game, and they hung in there to win it.
The coaches meet. You saw the quarterbacks, a couple of Midwestern kids who grew up on opposite sides of the city of Chicago. Romo up in Burlington, Wisconsin, and Cutler down in Santa Claus, Indiana. So Tony Romo tonight, 21 of 26, 205 yards, 3 touchdowns, and no interceptions. And again, the Mazda post-game show with Rich Eisen and Tony Romo with a visit to the set coming up.